This holiday season, something cold and glowing is coming to Gaylord Palms. For the first time ever, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comes to life in ice at Gaylord Palms. Here in a 20,000 square foot winter wonderland made from 2 million pounds of hand-carved and colored ice. A team of 40 master ice artists spend over a month carving towering sculptures in a 9-degree environment, all to recreate scenes from this beloved 1964 holiday classic. Walk through Rudolph's adventure where you'll meet Hermie, Yukon Cornelius, Bumble, Clarice, and more. Crawl through ice tunnels, step inside of giant sculptures, become a misfit toy, and zoom down icy slides. This year's ice has been completely reimagined with new scenes and interactive moments, perfect for unforgettable family photos. And your journey will end with a breathtaking, crystal clear nativity scene. So, bundle up, it's only 9 degrees in here, and let's go take a look around. So I'll add just a little bit of commentary as we walk through Rudolph experience here at Gaylord Palms. So the first room you enter, of course, just has the fun photo spot for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You get to see the snowman, which I have forgotten his name. If you know the snowman's name, let me know. I don't remember it. Of course, we see this gift showing it is sponsored by Pepsi. The green trees. Now this room you may get kind of stuck in, which is why we're still kind of standing here for a minute, because everyone wants to get their photo with the sign for Rudolph, because, you know, hey, it's cool, so understandable. And then you can move on and you can get the closer detailed looks at the different characters. You see he's got his pocket watch with the chain, his umbrella. They even have the beard on him really nicely. And see what other details we're looking at here. Looking at his nose, it looks like. And then all the different colors that are used to help brighten it up. I will say that compared to Charlie Brown, this one is not quite as bright, but this is because it's in a winter scene, so a lot of the colors are more whites or blues, and so it's not quite as bright, but it's still fun. The cute tumbling polar bears, this sea lions are cute juggling the gifts on their nose. You get to come through, you can see the whole ice wall there, and there's different arches that kind of go over you. And then there are 10 scenes all together. The first entry scene there, and now this scene is of Rudolph with his mom and dad, Dasher, and, well, Mrs. Dasher, or whatever her name is. I have forgotten off the top of my head again. We can see his bright red nose. It doesn't show up as well in the video that it is actually very bright red. Then you have the spot where you can go underneath and be able to pop up beside Hermie there and Rudolph. You come through another archway as you're headed into the land of misfit toys. You have got the elf there that I've again forgotten his name, all the different toys. You see the different colors with Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus, the toys. The dump truck back there is so cute. We went back and got pictures later of the dump truck because it's very nice. And this big polar bear was made out of like 4 blocks of ice. It's really neat. I don't know if you can notice, but the lights are actually embedded into the ice, which makes it really fun. In the next room you have one of the other reindeers kind of messing with Rudolph is what it looks like. I forget what that one's name is, but they're playing. You got a nice fish there, is cute. A little tunnel right beside the fish that you can go and crawl through on your hands and knees. It's just a little bit chilly on that floor, but you can do that. The reindeer game, so Dasher is got the whistle in his mouth. He's even got a hat on, and Rudolph is jumping up really high with his bright red nose going on. This nice ice wall as you move through. It flows very, very nicely. There's a few spots where it can kind of bottleneck just a little bit if you get a lot of people through, or people just pausing for photos. Yeah, it happens. So just make sure you bundle it up, pause, and you'll be fine. Clarice and Rudolph getting to meet, and you get the 2 bunnies and the 2 raccoons kind of watching what they're doing. And Clarice has her little bow on top. It's so cute. There's a game you can play, a little tic-tac-toe there on the wall. It's actually built into the ice. It's really cool. The more ice walls as you're coming into the slide room, and you have Yukon Cornelius with all of his dogs. There's a Saint Bernard, a poodle, some other ones. They're just so cute. And there's about 4 or 5 different lanes for the slides. So it shouldn't take too long to go through it. You come underneath a couple arches there, so you're coming underneath Yukon, and over there to the side is Hermie trying to race and catch up with them. Didn't quite make it. You can see the snowman there in the background. He's got his hands all spread out. His face is just what you see as you come into this room. It was really neat to get to see that. It was just like, oh wow. And make sure if you're not going down the slide, make sure you go up the stairs. You can still head up there and get a better picture with him. And get to enjoy that. I love these ice, whole ice like tunnel you can just walk through, and it's like all that above me is just ice kind of holding this together. It's interesting. The room with I forget what this is called, but it's the big lion, all the other toys. There's an airplane, the Jack-in-the-Box, some other things, and then a big arch. And then you come into this very blue room, that winter storm that Rudolph went through. So you've got Hermie being blown around, and you've got Rudolph with his new antlers, putting his head down, trying to get through. You can see how everything's kind of sweeping back with the wind. They did a great job representing that. And then you see the snowman again. I think his name is Bumble, right? Is that what his name is? And you can kind of get a photo up there with him, and then there's a little cute slide right there in front of him. Then another tunnel to go into the next room, where you get to see the sled and all the reindeer. And then, of course, he's oh wait, hang on, we look back. We look back for a second. But you can see the Christmas tree with, I'm assuming it's Bumble. I've forgotten his name for sure, but I think it's Bumble. Putting the star up on the tree. There's nice decorations up on the ceiling as well. This would be a great photo spot for a family photo, if you're looking for one. This would be a fun spot. You get him with the height. You get the reindeer up above. Rudolph there leading everyone. And then you come through to the last room, which they do every year. I was wondering if they would do it again, and they always do, which is fantastic. And you get this crystal clear ice nativity scene. It's just beautiful. You can see with this, because there's no coloring and all, you can see the layers of the ice and how it was sculpted a little bit better. But yeah, it's just amazing to think about all the hard work that goes into creating these different scenes. 40 different artisans working on this. I believe it takes like 60 days, if I remember correctly, somewhere in there, somewhere between 40 and 60 days to assemble all of this, to get everything sculpted just right. And they're having to work in 9-degree temperatures to get this done. So it's just a little bit on the chilly side, but it's definitely worth it. Make sure you bundle up. They give you a nice big blue parka to wear like a double layered gloves, and maybe something for your nose. You'll be nice and cozy. So that is Gaylord Palms Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Ice for 2025. If you have any questions or comments, let us know in the comment section below. We'll do our best to answer them if we are able. I highly recommend going. If it will run through January, I forget the date, but into January, just a little bit. But things are going to get busier. Just plan on a longer wait time, maybe, to kind of get in and to get through. So just pack your patience, and you'll have an enjoyable time with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all of his friends at ice at Gaylord Palms. So make sure you're subscribed here to Ant on the Move. We'll have more videos about other Christmas things you can do in the Central Florida area coming up here in the future. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Ant on the Move.